I run the Max Afterburner podcast. People said for years you need to do a podcast. I thought I had to buy a bunch of equipment and edit and all sorts of stuff. And I walked by here. I walk in, I talk, I walk out, and Brian and the crew here at Pod Populi do the rest.
My podcast is called Single Mom Success. The reason why I love Pod Populi is because they edit everything for me for my videos. It's a one-stop shop. I can download everything to my social media without even having to think about it, and it's an unbelievable studio. Everyone is nice and friendly, and everybody is willing to help with your social media and make your podcast a success.
Christina Davies. I am the owner of Improve You Med Spa in Boca Raton, Florida here. And I love Pod Populi because I love Brian and Christina and the staff. They made me feel so comfortable when I first came in and was a little nervous about, whether I would want a podcast. So one of the things I do is hand out my podcast to potential clients that are interested in our services, and it gives them what they can expect when they come in. And it's worked perfectly. Everybody feels like they're well informed, and I think they want a podcast after they realize how much fun I'm having.
Hey, breakfast with the broker at 9 a.m. And, I'm over at Pod Populi, and I like to podcast because I think everyone has something to say, and I'm looking to perpetuate professionalism within the real estate industry as well as collaboration.
Hey, this is Barbara Heller from C1 Beautiful Soul. That's my podcast. I have had the distinct honor and joy of being interviewed by Brian Howie on his podcast, and it was such a fun day. I also have used these studios just to record voiceover work, and I have to say the engineers are amazing, and I'm so grateful to Brian Howie for being my friend and my colleague. I think what he's doing is amazing for podcasters everywhere.
And my podcast is called Food for Thought with Ashley Gersh, where I give people information about mental health and self-help. I am such a fan of Pod Populi. I'm home, and coming into the studio gives me that community and people to be around that I was looking for, and I absolutely love the community here. Everyone is happy. Everyone enjoys working here. It's a good atmosphere to be around. Everyone's kind, and it makes coming in to work even more enjoyable. If you just stop by or start a podcast of your own, it's great, and I absolutely love it. And by doing the podcast, I get to reach so many more people from not just in my own country, but from across the world. So
if you are looking to podcast or you have something to say, definitely look out for Pod Populi.
I strongly recommend you start your podcast today. Fights on.